Hiya, and thank you so much for taking the time to actually watch my video. This video is going to be of help to you if you are looking to find more motivation in your life and obviously try and get on better actually with your life. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that quite a lot of my videos are focused on personal development and if you like, how I try and make myself feel better, and obviously how I try and, if you like, improve my life and obviously earn more money. Um, Obviously, motivation. It's very difficult to actually remain motivated all the time. I still struggle with this myself. I'm involved in sales and marketing, and obviously my job is very, if you like, it's driven. It's very, if you like, you've got to try and remain motivated, and sometimes it is difficult. Um, I think if you want to try and find motivation, you need to understand or look at why it is you want to be motivated. Most things in life, people do jobs. Most people do their jobs. It's to earn money. That is the end result. But you need to, if you like, focus on what you want to do with that money, and obviously where you want to, if you like, find yourself in a year, 2 year, 10 years time. Because most people, it's all very well saying that you want to improve, but you need to think why it is you want to improve. Do you want to earn more money so you can take your kids on holiday? Do you want to earn more money so you can perhaps buy a better family home? Do you want to earn more money so you've got more security for you and you and your family? We need to. This is what we need to focus on if you actually want to improve. Because if you don't, obviously your situation ain't going to change. Nothing. There ain't many things in your life that will just happen in terms of improvement. If you want to earn more money, then you've got to look to train or you've got to look to work harder. But you need to find, your reason to actually, do this. Because if you're content with, if you like, not earning a lot and you ain't too bothered, then you don't, your motivation, you don't need motivation because you're content with that. The only reason that people, if you like, look for more motivation is because they're not content with their current situation. It's like at the time I'm making this video, whilst I'm quite secure, I've got a house, I've got money, I still want to, if you like, want to earn more money so I can be, if you like, more secure, so I can perhaps be able to have a nicer holiday, or you need to find your reason why. And I suppose the other thing to do is to look at, if you're struggling to find motivation and you're thinking about why you should do it. Another thing to do is to look at the consequence, if you like, of not doing it. Yeah. What is the consequence of not, if you like, improving your mind? What is the consequence of not improving your vocabulary? What is the consequence of not studying to perhaps be able to get a higher paid job? What is the consequence of not improving your relationship with your wife and your family? It's because everything that we don't do, it has a consequence. So if you're looking for a reason to find, next time you think about motivation, think about where you're going to be in 10 years time if you don't do it. If you're in a dead end job where you're earning an hourly rate which is not going to, if you like, take you forward in your life, you've got two choices. You're either going to say to yourself, well, look, I've got to find it in myself to retrain. I've got to find it in myself to be more confident and perhaps go for a job that's perhaps a bit more challenging with more money. But you need to dig down deep inside yourself and ask yourself what you want and why do you do it. Yeah. I can, when it comes to me as a person, I'm a dad, I've got two children, a son and a daughter. my motivation is one word, and that's children. It's my children. Yeah. I could live. Me and my wife often talk about it. I could live quite a comfortable life now if I perhaps wanted to downsize and perhaps take it a bit easier. But I don't, because in my mind, I've got it in my mind what I want to do for my children. Yeah, I want to be able to hopefully buy my children a flat each, or at least help them be able to be in a position where I can really help them and put, if you like, a big lump of money down on one, so they haven't got that worry in their life. It's something that my dad helped me do and helped my brothers do, and it's something that I want to do for my children. I want them to be safe and secure. So that for me is my motivation. Obviously my wife as well. We want to be together and obviously be secure. But that you need to find your reason why. So look at your life, look at what you want out of life, and what you can do, which I've been, if you like, touching on doing for quite some time now, and that is every day um, um, saying to yourself that you want to improve. Because a lot of this, if you like, brain training, if you like, it is exactly that. It's saying to yourself at the start of the day, the moment you wake up, that you are going to improve. Yeah, it might be that you can start off with having something decent for breakfast, a glass of fresh orange, perhaps like a healthy breakfast. Because if you get up with that in your mind, and that's going to help you throughout the rest of the day. Yeah. And if you find yourself, like I do sometimes, kind of slipping, like getting, especially like I've been a bit like it over Christmas, where the weather's not been all that, and I kind of go down a little bit. I've been saying to myself, well, look, think about why I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it for my family. I need to earn money for my family. Yeah, because that's what separates you, if you like, from other people. I'm talking to you now. If you're a parent, if you're the parent that thinks about their kids, cares about their kids, yeah, and does what they can for their kids. I don't always measure what I do for my daughter in with financial reward, but if you like, think about what you can do for them long term. Is there something that you can do from today? Could you save a little bit of money from today over like a savings plan that's going to help them in the future? This is what makes you, if you like, a good and responsible parent. And this is what I try and do, to try and find, at times in my life when I'm lacking, I mean, perhaps my head goes down, my job don't perhaps go the way I want it to go. You need to focus on these things that matter in your life. Yeah, that matter in your life. Because only by focusing on what you want to achieve, right, and by being realistic with yourself as to what the consequences are if you do not achieve these things, yeah, then obviously this brings it all to light in your mind. The consequence of not earning no money is that you can't pay your bills, you lose your house, you lose your flat, whatever you've got. You know what I mean? So you need to, like me now. I've just started out. At the time I'm making this, I think we're the 8th of January today. So I've just come out of, if you like, a bit of a downtrend in my job, and I'm starting a new year, and I'm approaching it with a completely focused, if you like, hungry attitude, because this is the only way you're going to achieve. You need to say to yourself, yeah, it's all very well me or anyone saying to yourself, oh, you've got to do this, but you have to say it to yourself, because in the morning when you wake up, I'm guessing you're going to be on your own, or you might have your partner with you, but she's not going to know what you're thinking about. You've got to say to yourself, right, I'm going to get up today. I'm going to have a decent breakfast. I'm going to have some fresh orange. I'm going to have some water. I'm going to take something with me to work, and I'm going to think about being the best I can be today and every day. Yeah, because if you can concentrate and try and develop that mindset, then your life can only get better. And more importantly, your children's life can only get better. Yeah, because not only if you're secure will you be happier, and if you like more content, that will spread out through your family like a virus. I've noticed my wife says to me sometimes when I'm like, up till Christmas, my job starts going and my head goes down. It does without, it actually affects everybody around you because, and you don't want it to be that way, but it's difficult, and I understand that. I understand that it's difficult, but you need to find it within you to try and say to yourself, I am not gonna be beaten. I ain't gonna be beaten. I ain't gonna do this. I'm not gonna let that happen. I am gonna achieve. I've been out today. It's been freezing cold. I do canvassing. I do marketing, and I nearly never went today. It was freezing cold, but I said to my wife, "No, I'm gonna go out." I had 3 layers on my legs. I had a shirt, sweatshirt, another sweatshirt. I was like the Michelin man today, but I went out and I got 2 leads today. I get business inquiries for different people, and I generated two leads today. I don't know whether they'll sell, but my job is a numbers game. You have to remain focused. You've got to say to yourself, gonna keep throwing them irons, keep feeding the pipe, yeah. And that's what you've got to do with your mind. You cannot let these little niggles, if you like, of doubt, of you not being able to succeed. You cannot let these thoughts enter your head, yeah. You mustn't let it win. You need to focus on the consequence of not doing your action. If you know that doing something in your day could possibly lead to your day becoming richer, a better day, or it could possibly bring you further wealth in the future, right? If you know that there's actions you can take, you've got to take them. Yeah, think of the consequence of not taking them. Yeah, like today. The consequence of me today, I've been out and got a couple of leads. It could be that my mate rings those leads up, he goes out, or he rings them up and they don't even want him to go around their house and give a quote, right? Or it could be that he goes around and he sells £4,000 or £5,000 roof, right? And obviously, if that happens, then I gain big time, right? So that is the consequence of me today of taking action. I've sowed the seed, which is hopefully going to reap a reward. But one thing's for sure, if I never got myself down there to the day, if I never motivated myself to go, I for sure wouldn't have got no reward. Yeah. So just, I know I've gone on a little bit, but just focus on what will happen if you don't do what you know you've got to do. Yeah. Because if you do that, then hopefully you'll find the motivation you need. Yeah. You'll hopefully find the motivation you need. Just a very quick story, which, if you like, confirms what I'm saying. Many moons ago, when I was young, I was selling life insurance, and I never forget this guy who was my team leader. I just started doing it, and I'd excelled in all the exams. I'd done really well, and like you had to learn all these different things, people's ages, whether they were smoking, non-smoking, all these different things, different charts. And I was passing everything. But you know what? I used to struggle to sell a policy. Looking back on it, I was perhaps a little bit too young. But I never forget what the guy said to me, a West Indian guy called Stan. He said to me, "Do you know your problem, Colin?" I went, "What?" He said to me, "You don't need the money." And what he meant was, because I was living at home at the time, and obviously I had a bit of money, I had comfort living, I had a good mum and dad. I didn't need to earn the money that perhaps he needed to earn to pay his bills. So that in itself is a motivation. Yeah, you need to focus on what money you need to, if you like, sustain the life you've got. Use that. Yeah. So what if it's a threat? Because that's what it is. It's a threat to your comfort. Use that, if you like, to find motivation. Use whatever you need to use to find the way to drive yourself. Yeah. Positive affirmations, daily plan, all these things will help you remain focused and motivated and will lead you to becoming richer and better. And if that happens, you'll have more fulfillment in your life. Thanks so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. If you did watch to the end, I apologise if it's been a little bit long, but some of my videos do go on a bit. I've been told to make them a little bit shorter. But thanks a lot. Please like and please subscribe. Really appreciate it. Thank you.